The address of this property is 1603 Twin Oaks Lane in Middleburg, Florida. It's a rent-to-own for $750 a month, or $700 a month, I'm sorry. These pictures are before the rehab, so, you know, you got to have a little bit of imagination here. Part of the reason that we're competitive and can offer good deals is we get people ready for houses quickly, and even if we catch somebody beforehand and we know we have a good match, you can even pick out the color of the walls and countertops and everything. Our rent-to-owns, or the word rent-to-owns, or the title's a little misleading. It's pretty much rent until you own. Rent until you get a regular traditional mortgage that we help you get. You know, even if you've been turned down. We did a loan this week for somebody who's turned down 3 times, and, you know, we helped them get approved for a mortgage at below 4%. That's what happens right now. If you can just get to the point where you can get approved for a mortgage, which as long as you have a job and you make money and you report that money to the IRS, you can own a home. There's no blacklist of people that can never own a home. You can, once you own a home like this, you're going to pay around $700 a month to own it. This house would rent out for $1,100 on average. So it's just a heck of a time to buy. What makes it special isn't the renovation or the stainless steel appliances or the new counters or any of that. It's that instead of paying your landlord's money, and when you're writing that rental check every first of the month, that's 100% instant depreciation. If you want to turn that into an investment, you're going to be somebody who's buying at one of the best times in history. People who buy homes today are going to be paid to live there, you know, and we're looking at people that are excited about that, aren't just focusing on their monthly payment, even though it is less. They're basically excited to be a homeowner because they know they have a job, they know they make money, they know they're paying somebody's mortgage, it's just not theirs. So if you're somebody who wants to take advantage of this, fill out the form below. We'll tell you exactly where you stand. Absolutely true. Some credit situations are a whole heck of a lot harder than others to get approved for a loan. But right now, with rates this low and home prices this low and $700 mortgage payments at stake, if it's not worth fighting for, then, you know, then it's not worth fighting for, and you probably shouldn't be getting a home loan. But if you're somebody who understands it's an exciting time to own a home, fill out the form below. We'll tell you exactly what it's going to take to get you approved for a loan. You know, and for whatever reason, sometimes there are people who just aren't super motivated to buy a house. They're kind of entitled. They'd like to buy a house, but they're not really, you know, hell-bent either way. I'm convinced that every single one of those people, which is only about 10 to 20% of the people I talk to, just don't understand what they're missing here. And I just like to tell people, go to this government website, GennieMae.gov. It compares renting versus buying. And if you just compared an $850 a month rent payment to buying a $125,000 home right now, and these are the interest rates we're getting people, by the way. You know, people that are turned down in a bank, I could, you know, once I get you approved, we're talking a low rate. That's what makes this such a good deal. It's not like you're just coming out a couple $100 to the month better. Over time, if you look at it, we're talking about $445,000 in this situation. That's how much more your net worth's going to be, because when you make a rent payment, you're throwing 100% of it away right away. So that's why people right now, they're getting paid to live in their house. Even if you move this to 5 years and you sell your home, you know, if 30 years seems like a long time, you're still getting paid to live in your house. You know, at what scenario is your landlord going to come back and give you 35 grand in 5 years? People, you know, I know people understand it's a big deal, but it's even bigger deal than you might think, because look at the numbers here. You know, if you have a job and you make money, you're paying this amount of money, you're going to have to pay rent or a mortgage. You're going to have to pay one. You might as well pay the one that's going to pay you back someday. And if you'd be so surprised how easy it is for some people to get over the hump and get a mortgage. As long as you have a job and make money, you can do it. The other thing is I know it sounds like sometimes I'm biased. I think Jacksonville is a great place to invest, but I can promise you we've got investors from all over the country contacting me about Jacksonville, Florida homes. That's where this is just a double whammy as far as great home prices and unbelievable interest rates. I just want people to listen to this for 2 seconds.
Because Florida's one of the worst hit places.
Well, that's it. Exactly.
So it's
the bubble's been erased. That's the idea. The bubble's been erased. In Florida, almost across the state, they're back to 2001 prices. So if we have a chart here for Jacksonville.
You know, if this doesn't like give you a burning desire to get a home or do whatever the few simple things necessary to figure out what it's going to take to get home, then there's just something not right with people like that. If they're also getting up and going to work and working hard, but they won't spend 5-10 minutes to figure out what is it going to take to get them a mortgage. So fill out the form below. I've seen 10,000 credit reports. I can tell you exactly what it's going to take for you to get a home. There is no blacklist of people that just can't get a homes. You know, if you're looking to just break the rent cycle and take advantage of this, we can help you. Fill out the form below and we'll tell you exactly what it's going to take.